Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It is week 5 here in the Chaos Cup of the Mid-Atlantic Mauling League, the final week of Swiss competition. After this week is over, the top 4 teams will advance to the semifinals, vying for the championship of the Chaos Cup and an invitation to the big one, the Blood Bowl, later in the season. The week is going to kick off tonight with Tracksuit Mafia versus Knee High to Nuffle. Let's take a look at the standings. Ninja Gloppy says, play Blood Bowl. Yes, play Blood Bowl. Welcome to the stream. Knee High to Nuffle currently in first place, the final undefeated team in this competition. 3-1-0 is their record. They are a Chaos Dwarf team coached by Clypheus. They will be up against the number 3 team, Tracksuit Mafia, coached by Merrick. They are raw chaos, just 1 loss on their record. Look at the TD differential for each of these teams. +8 for Knee High to Nuffle, +5 for Tracksuit Mafia. What is happening? I can tell you what, that's not happening tonight, because we're about to take a look at their rosters and tell you why. First up is Tracksuit Mafia. They are a Chaos team. They're coming in with a TV of 1210. TV stands for team value. Your team value is the total value of your team in gold divided by 1,000. So Tracksuit Mafia is currently worth 1,210,000 gold. He has an 11-man roster, 6 players leveled up. The Minotaur picked up the guard skill. Very good pickup for that Minotaur. The big guy, the Minotaur, he has a wild animal. He might lose his turn. So what you can do to get usage out of him when maybe you don't want to roll dice on him is you just give an assist. When you give an assist to a block, if you're in an opposing player's tackle zone, you're not allowed to give the assist unless you have the guard skill. So he picks up the guard skill. He can make good use of that with that Minotaur. Chaos Warrior has block with a strength of 4. Block is always great. Block is almost always great on anyone. And then 4 Beastmen, all with claws. Oh, this is one of the 3 skills in the trifecta for a Chaos team. Claws negates armor value. We'll talk about armor value in just a second. Claws makes everybody's armor value as if it were AV7. We're gonna get into this. Don't you worry. This is a linchpin of the game tonight. 3 TRRs, 1 Apothecary, 3 Fan Factor. He is going to be up against Knee High to Nuffle tonight. Knee High to Nuffle coming in with a TV of 1220. That's 10K difference. He'll be giving up 10K to Merrick just on the TV value alone in inducement money. Not much Merrick can do with that. Merrick does have 90K in the bank. That's 100K he can spend if he wants to. I doubt he will. An 11-man roster for Knee High to Nuffle. Also lots of level ups here. Look at how much block is on this team. This is disgusting. Other than Dobby the Hobgoblin and number 8, John Romita Jr., everybody has block on this team. Everybody. Oh, bleh. That's obviously very, very good. 2 players, 2 Chaos Dwarf blockers have picked up the guard skill as well. Another very good pickup for dwarves. Dwarves come with block. They're very slow. They're very resilient. They like to stay grouped up as a result, and therefore, if you're grouped up, you're given assists. And so guard will always give those assists. It's a very good pickup on both of those players. Blasphemy does have the injured back, so if Blasphemy gets knocked down, all the injury rolls are going to have a +1. And very interesting pickup. I think this is so smart. Number 11, Dobby the Hobgoblin, has picked up Wrestle. And we'll talk about that in a minute as well. Leave it to Rouse. Goblins is where it's really at. Remember that for next time. Yes, goblins and halflings and vampires. Best teams in Blood Bowl. Welcome to the stream. 3 TRRs, 1 Apothecary, 4 Fan Factor. So what's going to happen tonight? Let's talk about the Chaos team first. Tracksuit Mafia has 4 players with claws. I said we talk about AV. Let's talk about AV. AV stands for armor value. When you get knocked down in this game, you have to roll a number of dice. You're going to roll 2 D6 dice to see if your armor protects you from getting hurt. If it doesn't, that's called an armor break. So you have to roll higher than whatever the knockdown person's armor value is. In this case, if I knock down the number 4 Beastman with an AV of 8, I'd need to roll 9+ to break his armor. If you break his armor, then you roll for an injury. In Blood Bowl, an injury can either be a stun, where the player is stunned for a turn, he basically loses a turn. It can be knocked out, where he gets sent off the pitch and he has an opportunity to come back on the next drive. Or it could be a casualty. If it's a casualty, you roll one last time and you see what the casualty is. Half of those, nothing happens, you just get sent off the pitch. You know, you get a little cold water, you'll come back in on the next drive. But the other half are very serious injuries. You could miss the next game, you could lose a stat, you could die. So that all starts with the armor roll. And remember, an injury is either a stun, a knockout, or a casualty. So if you break armor, something's happening to you. Claws makes everybody's armor that they attack AV7. So at 8+, no matter what their actual armor value, will knock them down. This is the first of the 3 skills that you'll see Chaos players pick up. But here's the thing. He's decided to put it on 4 players. That gives him lots of options on what to use claws on. But the benefit of claws might also be its detriment here. Because there are 4 players with claws, Clypheus probably is going to play more like an Elven team tonight. He doesn't want to give up 4 claws blocks. He definitely doesn't want to give up on those, say, Bull Centaurs or those positionals. So if we go back to Knee-High to Nuffle, he's going to play very cautiously. He's going to try, I don't know how successful he'll be, this is where the 2 coaches are going to duke it out and play each other, but he is going to try to limit Tracksuit Mafia to a blitz a turn. Yeah, my Elven team with MA4 and AG2. Exactly right. So the problem with that, of course, is this AG. But don't let Clypheus fool you. He's picked up 2 guards. Just because he can't dodge away to save himself doesn't mean he can't block to save himself. He can take a block and push a player away, and that's what he's going to be trying to do tonight. And that brings us to the number 11 Hobgoblin, where he picks up Wrestle. And I think this is such a clever pickup. Wrestle basically knocks a player down on a push result instead of a knockdown result. It doesn't force an armor roll. It doesn't end the turn. Both players will get knocked down. It doesn't matter whether you take the block or whether you get blocked. So what I suspect Clypheus will do tonight, the Bull Centaurs, if he can get a blitz out of them, he'll do it, especially if he's on offense. But Dobby is a natural blitzer on defense now. All he has to do is knock down a player. If you knock down a player, they can't take a block back on their turn unless they blitz, and you only get 1 blitz a turn. I think this is a very good pickup by Clypheus. I think he's going to use it to his advantage. How the 2 teams going to play? Well, the Chaos team is just going to try to play murder ball all night. Tracksuit Mafia, they want to get the player advantage. They want to get it as early as possible. Murder, murder, murder is the name of the game. On offense, they'll try to cage up for sure. They'll try to play a normal bashy game where they open up holes, they move that cage down the pitch. On defense, they have to be a little bit careful. They don't have the quickness of the Bull Centaurs. They could pull the Chaos Warriors back into a defensive back position, but now that's strength 4 that you don't have taking blitzes each turn. Right? You might want to put them up on the line or maybe in the linebacker position. That's going to be a decision that Merrick has to make. That's why he wants to get that player advantage as quickly as possible. Whereas Clypheus on offense, you better believe he's going to leverage these Bull Centaurs with an MA of 6 with sprint and sure feet. He can move 9 spaces a turn. We saw him do that last week against Pip's Pippy Fan Club to great effect. He'll be doing it here as well. He's going to try to get the ball into the Bull Centaur's hands. We saw him just receive with the Bull Centaur last week. AG2 makes that a little risky. He might do that again tonight. He might receive with a Hobgoblin to hand off to a Bull Centaur. We'll see. But regardless, the Bull Centaur is going to be the center of the show on offense, and he's going to need to protect it. He's probably not going to cage up the Bull Centaur. Instead, he's going to put a protective screen in front of that Bull Centaur, try to open up a hole, and then blow that Bull Centaur all the way down pitch with that potential of MA9 of 9 spaces per turn. That's what he'll do on offense. On defense, I think he's going to play an elvish sort of defense. He wants to limit the number of hits he gets. The Bull Centaurs will almost certainly be in a defensive back position. And this game is really going to come down to, in my opinion, the formations each coaches choose in each drive. So we'll get this week underway. Final week of Swiss. Both coaches are in Discord. Looks like they are getting the game underway. Knee-High to Nuffle gave up 10k in inducement money. He had 70k in the bank. I wonder if he picked up a Bloodwiser Babe. If he picks up a Bloodwiser Babe, he's giving 60k back to Tracksuit Mafia, which they can't do a whole lot with. It does put 150k in their bank. Let's see what he did. He did not pick up... Oh, wait. Nope, he didn't pick it up. Fair enough. He's got the +1 fame advantage. That'll give him an advantage on the kickoff event table. 3 TRRs a pop for each team. And it looks like Tracksuit Mafia will be on defense to start this Week 5 matchup. Currently with a 3-man line, he has the Minotaur and the 2 Chaos Warriors on the line at the moment. The Chaos Warriors with the strength of 4, the Minotaur with the strength of 5. If I was a betting man, I would say Knee-High to Nuffle won the coin toss and chose to be on defense here in the first half. Wants to choose to be on defense because this is the only time he is guaranteed to have 11 players on the pitch. He's going to try to block down this line, it looks like. He's currently got a 7-man line. Yeah, 7-man line. This is going to allow him to block down the 2 guards, and then he can go... I'm sorry, the 2 outer defensive tackles, and then he can go after the Minotaur. We'll get a 2-die block on all 3 of these. Generally, you want to go for a 2-die block when you're blocking. A 1-die block can be fine if you have the block skill and your opponent doesn't. Almost certainly fine if you have a team reroll to back it up. Down to a 5-man line, 2 in either wide zone, and we have the odd Hobgoblin over here, number 10. The Russell Hobgoblin's over in the left wide zone currently. The claws will not be effective against the Hobgoblins who already have an AV7, but they will be very effective against everyone else who has an AV of 9 on Knee-High to Nuffle's team. About to have the kickoff. Here we go. Get the ref! Each team gets a bribe! I will be a... Oh my goodness! Look at this kickoff! Very shallow kickoff. It got in the hands of the number 10 Hobgoblin. Ball pickup roll will not have to be made. I will be offended if there are no fouls in this half. Good block to start the game on the big guy. The Minotaur gets a stun. We'll see if he keeps the ball in the hands of the Hobgoblin. I have to imagine at some point in this turn he's going to try a handoff. Deciding what he wants to do next. He's probably trying to pinpoint the blitz he wants to make. He could make a blitz in either wide zone and open a hole. Sends the Bull Centaur forward. Oh. Is he going to hand off forward? We'll see. He might not. He might keep it in the hands of the Hobgoblin. He's definitely going to take the blocks on the line at some point. Good push. He will not follow up. Yes, indeed. This is what we were talking about. He's going to force Tracksuit Mafia to be restricted to just a blitz on their turn. So he's going to set up a cage over on the left side of the line. Marks the number 10 Beastman. Going in for the blitz. 2-die blitz. He'll bring that dwarf. That's fine. Yeah, both down result with the block, so he'll bring the dwarf right back to the cage, I have to imagine. Yes, indeed. Well done by Clypheus. Clean hit. Gets the pal on the right side of the line. When you blitz, you get to spend... It's basically a move and a block. In the same turn, you can spend one of your movement points to take a block. And then you can move before and or after the block. Cage is set up. All the blocks have been taken. Blitz has been used. Might reposition the 2 players in the right wide zone, and that's going to be a good first turn for Clypheus. Shifts the 2 players in the right wide zone over to the left. And now turn 1 back to Tracksuit Mafia. They've got 1 blitz to play with. They'll probably want to keep their defensive formation intact here. Currently, they are effectively screening out knee-high to Nuffle. They do have to be careful of a hole. Because they have a screen covering the entire width of the pitch, 1 blitz will open up a hole, and this Bull Centaur can run 9 spaces, which gets him here. To the 16-yard line? Yeah, to the, no. 1, 2, 3. Gets him to the 18-yard line in 1 turn. Beastman in the right wide zone. Move forward. He's going to be looking to take the blitz with a claws player. Oh, he's going after the Bull Centaur. He's going after the Bull Centaur. He doesn't have the block skill, but that's fine. He'll get a 2-die block. I'm sorry, he's got a 1-die block out of it. Bull Centaur with a strength of 4. If he blitzes with the Beastman, that's a 1-die block. He's going to bring in another play. No. So he's marking the Bull Centaur. He doesn't want the Bull Centaur to move. Looks like he's covering... Oh, is he going to take this blitz? Is he going to take this blitz? He's got a mark on the Hobgoblin. Here comes the blitz. Yeah, he's taking the 1-die blitz. 2-die... He's got horns, of course. Oh, what do you do? He's going to spend the TRR, and it works out. Doesn't get anything out of the blitz, but well done. Just needed an 8. Didn't get it. Rolled a 4. But that's what Clypheus has to be careful of. Everybody is an elf when they're up against claws. Turn 2 to knee-high to Nuffle. Merrick really wanted to take out that Bull Centaur. Spent a TRR in the process. Bull Centaur stands back up. Deciding what he wants to do with this turn. Shifts the front right corner of the cage over to lend the assist on the number 11 Beastman. He gets the 2-die block from the ball carrier. Gets a good hit. Kick right to the face. I was playing Mother 1 before the game, Earthbound Beginnings, and there's a character in it named Pippi, and I like to think that that's the last name of the character, and their full name, their full given name is Pips Pippi, one of the most famous players in the Mid-Atlantic Mauling League. Player from which the Pips Pippi fan club takes their namesake. Blitz with the second Bull Centaur. 2-die blitz. Gets the assist due to the guard skill. Good hit. Trying to take out a Chaos Warrior. They have a AV of 9. They're fairly resilient. Shifts the final remaining Chaos Dwarf on the line over to give the assist on the Beastman. Gets a KO. Well done. That's one of the Claws Beastmen out of the drive. Oh, is he thinking about spending the apothecary? I don't know if he has to. Yeah. One-man player advantage now to Knee-High to Nuffle. It's 11v10 on the pitch. Oh, what do you do with these guys? They slowly run on over that super speed of a dwarf of MA of 4. he'll get it on this drive someday. He'll get there. I believe in him. All right, all of Knee-High to Nuffle is now on the left side of the pitch, protecting this ball carrier. Turn 2 to Tracksuit Mafia. Can't get the assist with Bro Merit. He is marked. We've seen Clypheus do this before. When you're on offense, sometimes you get scared of collapsing down. Dwarves do this all the time. And Clypheus has been very, very good with protecting the players that he wants to protect here. He makes sure that he's getting the assists he wants, that he's negating the assists that he doesn't want to give up. Whoa, a GFI right from the get-go. Doesn't spend the TRR, and that is a burn turn for Tracksuit Mafia. He was trying to get the assist on the back corner of the cage. Does that mean he was going to try 2 players with the GFI? Oy. Ooh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, it looks like he was. Decides not to spend the GFI on that. He's just going to eat his loss, and now Knee-High to Nuffle is going to get another attempt here to block down some more players. Making good use of his marks. Another knockdown, this time by Dobby. Good stun. Holes open now on the left side of the line. Looks like he's going to cage up at the 8-yard line. He's in great shape here. He's not going to risk the handoff, and he hasn't needed it. Bull Centaurs are going to end up taking the right side of the cage. Does he have... Can the Hobgoblin get there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He's got a GFI to get that last corner of the cage. Oh, no, he doesn't have the GFI. He's got number 5 here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Number 5 can do it. Nope, but he's decided he doesn't want the Bull Centaurs on the right side of the cage. He wants them on the front. 2 Bull Centaurs on the front of the cage. 2 Hobgoblins in the rear. Gets a mark on number 3, the downed Chaos Warrior. Is he going to try to foul? He has a bribe. Both players have a bribe. We'll see if he decides to foul here or not. Cheeky foul on the Minotaur, perhaps. He can get 2 assists on that Minotaur. No. No, he's got 1 player left. I want to see it. No, he's going to take the blitz instead. 2-die blitz on the number 8 Beastman. He'll get a push. Doesn't set up for the surf. Fair enough. Well, he does, in fact, set up for the surf. And this is a better position to be in. This player can surf, and now it's a whole lot of dodges to get back toward the ball. Well done by Clypheus. Oh, he's still got... Does he still have the number 5 Chaos Dwarf blocker? Is he going to try to foul with 1 assist? No, no foul attempt. No foul attempt. Turn 3 for Tracksuit Mafia. 3 prone players, 1 of which is stunned. 4 prone players, 1 of which is 5 prone players. Everywhere I look, there's another player just lying in the grass. 5 prone players, 1 player knocked out, 2 players stunned. Defense is not in great shape here. Clypheus was able to open up that hole, got the cage down pitch, and now the defense is behind the ball. It's still early in the half. Tracksuit Mafia might want to play to force an early score. They could do so by taking hits, or making hits rather. They do have to be careful of the number 8 Beastman. They don't want him to get surfed. He's going to get a 2-die block on number 4. Chaos Warrior on the line will move to mark the number 2 Bull Centaur. Bull Centaurs only have an AG of 2. It's not very agile. They don't like to dodge. Number 9 Beastman, Boris, he will move back in front of this cage somewhat. Blitz on the Bull Centaur. 2-die blitz. Oh, he spends another TRR. He really wants to take these Bull Centaurs out. That was another attempt to leverage claws. He spent the TRR, gets a push out of it instead. And there's that 2-die block. That's not going to work out. But at least that Beastman's not getting surfed. Tracksuit Mafia down to 1 TRR. He really, really wants to take these Bull Centaurs out of the game. I don't know, man. Being down to 1 TRR with 5 turns left in the half. That would scare me. Double skulls! Knee-Hide and Nuffle has to spend their first TRR. They get a POW out of it. Knee-Hide and Nuffle down to 2 TRRs. None left for the turn. You can only spend 1 team reroll in a turn. You can't spend them whenever you get a free reroll. So, for example, if you got a free reroll with dodge and failed your free reroll, you are not allowed to spend the TRR. You're only allowed to reroll any given die 1 time. One minute, 13 seconds left in turn 4 for Knee-Hide and Nuffle. What's the play? They can half cage down pitch. They've got lots of options. Blitz coming up with the Bull Centaur. 2-die blitz on the Beastman. Gets the hit. Well done. Now he's got movement left. 6 MA is a lot of MA. 1 space to move, 1 space to hit. He had 4 spaces left. He's going to move 2. .46 seconds left to play for Knee-Hide to Nuffle. Are they going to go with a full cage? Or are they going to go with a half cage? Looks like they're going to go with a full cage. Ball carrier moves 2 spaces down pitch. The 2 Bull Centaurs will be on the front of the cage. He's got 1 Chaos Dwarf on the back of the cage. Actually, he might leave this Bull Centaur on the back corner of the cage. Yeah, on the back corner of the cage to protect against all this nonsense. And that is indeed what he does. Well done by Clapheus. He's got 4 players left to do something with. Probably won't do anything with the number 7 Chaos Dwarf blocker. But he probably will do something with these 3 players over here. But he's only got 3 seconds left. Yeah, now he's going for the foul. I appreciate it. Got a stun on the foul. Pretty decent stun. Doesn't get called off. Saves his bribe. Final turn of the first quarter to Tracksuit Mafia. The defense is in shambles. He's going to want to try to force the score as quickly as possible. And also get some of these hits. 2-die block with the with the Minotaur. Doesn't get much out of it. When you knock down a dwarf, it's a pretty good, even if you don't injure them, if you don't break armor, it's pretty good. It takes 3 MA to stand up. They only have an MA of 4. So they only have one space of movement without without taking a GFI. So knocking down a dwarf, always a solid move for area control. Number 9 Beastman, Bro Boris, marks the number 2 Bull Centaur. He is not afraid. Number 2 Chaos Warrior, Bro Casimir's gets in front of the cage. Blitz on the Bull Centaur. Oh, is he going to spend the TRR again? I think he takes the push here. He's thinking, no, he's going to take the push this time. Moves the Bull Centaur forward and decides to follow up. Two die block on the Minotaur. This will work out. On the Minotaur. By the Chaos Warrior on the Chaos Dwarf blocker. 3 players to stand up. He probably doesn't want to stand up number 8. He might want to stand up number 7. And almost definitely wants to stand up number 6. He does so. Good dodge. We'll see what he does with number 8. Standing up number 8 would generally be to tie up, to get 2 players on the surf. Surfing's almost always bad, of course, for you. But in this case, it would be a skilled block against an unskilled player, so Clypheus probably wouldn't send a player back for the assist. So I think it's a good call to leave him prone. Second quarter begins. Knee high to Nuffle on the 12-yard line. Just 7 spaces to go for a TD here in the first half. 2 TRRs left in the bank, 1 left for the turn. Two-die block with the number 1 Bull Centaur, Blasphemy. Gets a double pow out of this. Good block, and now he sets up for a second potential surf. He says, you stay down. You're not getting up. He's got 1 free player for a one die blitz on the ball carrier. I don't know if that's your best choice. I'm sorry. Tracksuit Mafia has one player around for a 1 die block on the ball carrier at the moment. Not being his best choice, I don't think there's a threat with this player really. And Clypheus says, yes, indeed, I'm going to send a player back to lend to take the block, get an assist on the number 4 Beastman. Only gets a push out of it. Pushes are twice as likely as any other result in the die roll. There's 2 faces with a push result. Spends the blitz to get a knockdown on the number 5 Beastman. Ball carrier is free. He's in scoring position. 2 GFIs to score. I don't think he has to, though. 2 die block on the Beastman by the Bull Centaur. Gets another good knockdown. Yeah, so this is what we were talking about a little bit earlier. He spent the blitz up here. He's not afraid of this number 6 Beastman. He's really not in a good position. He'll almost certainly tie him up just to keep him from getting back into the drive. Six seconds left for knee high to Nuffle. There's a ball carrier back. He's going to be okay with this. Takes a foul. Gets a KO out of it. Well done. And still not called off the pitch. This is what you do when you have bribes. Well done. Turn 5 now to Tracksuit Mafia. Loose half cage on the left sideline. Both these spaces right here are marked by or they have tackle zones being exerted upon them. as do these spaces here, so it would be a dodge to get in. And there would be an assist coming your way, so good move by Clypheus. Number 5 Beastman, Bro Nikolai, stands up and marks the number 9 Chaos Dwarf blocker. Second Beastman marks the Bull Centaur. It's going to get a 2-die block on the Bull Centaur with the Chaos Warrior. It's got to find a way to get after this ball, though. Honestly, he might be okay with the score. It's a little late for him to try to score on his turn, but, you know, it's always a shot. And he'd have an opportunity to get back some of his KOs. Marks, he's going to try to block down the Dwarves here at center pitch as well. Yep, 2-die block with the Minotaur. Good block. Gets a stun. Bashful out for a turn. Second block. 2-die block against the number 5 Chaos Dwarf blocker. Takes that 2-die block on the Bull Centaur. Down on the 16-yard line. Only gets a push. He's going to follow up. Oof. Fair enough. Bull Centaur currently marked. Tries to dodge out the Beastman on the sideline. Failed the dodge. Oh, he's going to spend the TRR. Oh, 1/3 chance of success. Failed. This was his only opportunity he felt to try to prevent this score. And now he will not. Failed that dodge on Snake Eyes. He's got no TRRs left for the half. 3 turns remaining in the half. Turn 6 begins with knee high to Nuffle. Will they take their blocks before they score? Probably. Yeah, 2-die block. They have a TRR on deck. Good hit. They've got one more block and then a blitz to take. And probably a foul, even. With a bribe, why not? 2-die block against number 6 Beastman. That poor soul is about to get knocked to the ground. Knee-high to Nuffle. Looking to see if he can do anything else maximally. He's going to take his blitz now. Gets a pal on the number 5 Beastman. Trying to take out some of these higher dollar players. That's a Beastman with claws, a level 2 Beastman. No more blocks to take. Is he going to try to foul? Maybe he won't score. He's going to try to stall. Wow, half cage on the 20-yard line. He says, you want it? Come get it. I'm not afraid of you. We'll almost certainly see a foul now. Marks the number 3 Chaos Warrior. Way back on the 8-yard line. Yeah, here comes that foul. 2 assists. Doesn't get anything out of the foul. Well, he gets a stun. I suppose that's okay. I don't know if it matters all that much. Let's see if he elects to keep the number 8 Beastman marked. He does. Turn 6 for Tracksuit Mafia. Does he try the YOLO Blitz? YOLO Blitz on the number 11 Goblin, maybe? I don't know. Marks the Bull Centaur with the Chaos Warrior. It's currently a 1-die block. Ooh, marks the Hobgoblin. But now he himself is marked by the number 2 Bull Centaur, Boulder Dash. "40 seconds down, a minute 20 to go. Lots of decisions to make. He's got 2 blocks left all the way in no man's land if he wants to take them, but he has no TRRs left, so his action order is critical. He really wants to ensure he takes his least risky actions first, or else he's in danger of losing another turn. Both corners of the cage marked. Still has a blitz. He's going to take the blitz on the number 11 Hobgoblin. 2-die blitz. Gets the POW. Claws doesn't matter here. The Hobgoblin already has an AV of 7. Stays alive and gets the mark on the ball carrier. Well done. And now he'll take those 2-die blocks way back at the 6 and 8 yard line respectively. Gonna get the frenzy follow-up. Gets another push out of this block. Minotaur has frenzy. When he takes a block, if it results in a push, he must follow up and he must take a second block. 2-die block on the number 4 Chaos Dwarf blocker. This will be a clean hit. I love that animation so much. That's it. Turn 7 now. Knee-high to Nuffle. 2 turns remain in the first half. Will they stall again, or will they try to score? I can't imagine they're going to stall, but what do? You've got some, they've got to take some hits first. Tracksuit Mafia is doing the right thing here. He's going to force Knee-high to Nuffle to roll dice. You want to force your opponent to roll dice. The more dice they roll, the more opportunities they have to fail those rolls. Good stun on the Minotaur. The Minotaur is effectively out for the half. Where will the blitz be taken? Looks like he'll take the 2-die blitz against the number 9 Beastman. First up is the 2-die block against the back corner of the cage. He gets a push. He's gonna push him onto the ball carrier. I don't think that matters. Ball carrier already marked behind him. He's got a 2-die block. Yeah, 2-die block in front of the cage. Oh, that'll work out because he has the block skill. Well done. That's level 2 Bull Centaur. Picked up the block skill. It worked out here. When you have the block skill, if you get a both down results, then you don't get knocked down, whether you're on offense or defense. It is a positive dodge to a touchdown. We'll see if he wants to do that now or later. I think he wants to do it now. I think he wants to save that TRR for this dodge, but we'll see what Clavius wants to do. I am not in first place. In Blood Bowl, you really want to try to score on your half. If you lose the opportunity to score on your half, you're at a pretty significant disadvantage. It depends on the team and it depends on the matchups. Like elves, wood elves in particular, have a really good opportunity to get balls back on defense, and they can score super, super quickly. But generally, if you lose your opportunity to score, it's really hard to score. He went for the blitz. He had to spend the TRR. He's going to get a push surf here. Well done by Clavius. But now he's got to rely on Nuffle to score. He decides not to. Fair enough. Fair enough. Got the double surf out of it. Man, I think that's so much better. That's so much better. Got a chain block to a surf, surfed with the ball carrier. Not only does he get 2 surfs out of that, but now he gets to stall until turn 8. Tracksuit Mafia has 2 turns left to make something happen. Leave it to Ralston. Prayed to Nuffle. And that's I mean, that's what you need to do. Tracksuit Mafia with no TRRs remaining. They're looking for a way to get at this ball. They've got a straight up 50-50 block against the Bull Centaur at the moment. The Bull Centaur does have a damaged back. If they break armor on a 10+, it's a +1 to the injury roll. Four players off the pitch of this Chaos team. You don't see that too often. Four-man player advantage for Knee-High to Nuffle at the moment. We haven't seen any fouls by Tracksuit Mafia. Tracksuit Mafia looks like they're going to take the block against the number 9 Chaos Dwarf blocker. Two-die blitz is only going to get a push out of this. Had the claw skill that would have effectively taken the AV down to 7, but not going to work on a push. That's his blitz. Why did he take the blitz? Was he down? Takes that 1-die block against the Bull Centaur. Only gets a push. Push him in front of the ball carrier. And follow up and mark the Hobgoblin. Oh, doesn't stand up the number 8 Beastman. Not that it matters too much, but I would, well, you know what? Maybe I'd just leave him prone. Otherwise, he's eating 2 dice coming back. But, I mean, that's ripe foul territory. Good block by the Bull Centaur and gets a stun. Well done. The path is open to score, and now he's just going to take a bunch of blocks. Has a TRR. Well played first half by Knee-High to Nuffle. 2-die blitz. This will work out. Bull Centaur has the block skill. Looking for some injuries. He's not getting it. He'll move the blitzer into position to give an assist on the number 3 Chaos Warrior. And now he's going to get a 2-die block with the number 9 Chaos Dwarf blocker. This will work out. Good movement, good positioning by Clypheus. Is he going to take the foul or not? He does have a bribe. I don't know if I would risk it, but maybe he will. Claffy's looking to see what else he can do. Oh, he is going to foul. Here we go. He's going to get 4 assists on the Hobgoblin foul. Four assists? Yeah, here we go. Gets the injury. Well done by Clypheus. Is the Apothecary going to be spent or not? What a killer team. Which one of these teams is Chaos again? The Apothecary is being spent. And the Minotaur will stay in this game. He did get sent off, but he spent the bribe, and here's the score. Wow, wow, wow. Well done. 1-0. Knee-High to Nuffle takes the lead in this game. Excellent use of resources by Knee-High to Nuffle. Take the bad. Tracksuit Mafia. Man, they spent a whole lot of resources in this half. They spent all their TRRs. They didn't spend their bribe, and now they've lost their apothecary for the game. We'll see if they get anybody back here on the knockout rolls. They get back 1. That is odds. And so now they'll be down, I think, 4. Let's see. They'll be down 1. They'll be down 1. Not 4, 1. 10 v 11 on the pitch. 1-man player advantage for Knee-High to Nuffle. This is the last turn of the first half, unless, of course, there's a riot. Leave It to Ralph says, now it's time for heat or rain. That would be awesome. Hank the Ranger really wants sweltering heat in one of these games this competition. Let's make it happen. Changing weather is the most frequent, the most likely result on a kickoff event table. The odds spread is not that great, but it is the 7 on a 2d6 that will cause changing weather. The weather doesn't necessarily have to change. It could change to the same weather that it is. 3-man defensive line at the moment. Knee-High to Nuffle playing very aggressive. Oh, wow, look at this. Look at this screen. 2x2, or I guess a 1x2 screen. He is cognizant of the riot. Tracksuit Mafia is going to block down this whole line. We'll see if they set up to try to score on the riot attempt or not. 1 back to receive. Leave It to Ralph says, nice is boring. Nice is boring. But that's mostly what we've had all competition. We've had 1 game with pouring rain, and that was only for a couple of drives, I think. Six-man line for Tracksuit Mafia. 3 backs, 1 to receive. Here's kickoff. It's a blitz. Knee-High to Nuffle. Gets a free bonus turn. They're going to get a blitz, and they'll get to position everybody who is not currently marked. That means everybody who's not on the line. Terra Windy U says, I will quote you on that later, FYI. Knee-High to Nuffle has a TRR, and it seems they're going to get an opportunity to spend it. Can you believe this? They are Knee-High to Nuffle. Nuffle loves them. Trying to figure out where he wants to take this blitz. Not only that, he'll see how he wants to reset his defense. He's going to mark the number 6 Beastman, might blitz that Beastman. Yes, indeed. Here we go. 2-die blitz on the number 6 Beastman. Gets a pal. Doesn't even need to spend the TRR. So that's the only hit that will be taken, but he has 6 more players to do something with. Unless, of course, he wants to GFI the blitzer, which he doesn't. Bull Centaur is going to go after this ball. If that Bull Centaur catches that ball, I am going to call for a league investigation into collusion with the refs. "15 seconds to go." Goes strong on the right side. It's going strong on the right side because he's going aggressive on the left. There's no way for Tracksuit Mafia to score. They're going to get 3 blocks at a blitz. Got to set up for the blitz on the Bull Centaur. Yeah, looks like he's not even going to go for the ball. He might go for the ball if he has actions left after he blocks down the line, just to try to pick it up and pass and score some SPP. 2-die block of the Bull Centaur is not going to work out. He's going to get a pass. He's going to get a push. Three blocks to take on the line. First block with the big guy. Gets a push. Frenzy follow-up. Gets the POW. Well done. Two-die block on the left side of the line. Good POW. Can't get anything going with claws. Okay, well, he got a stun. I guess he technically got something going with claws. Two-die block on the right side of the line. This will be a push. It frees up a Beastman to go after this ball. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And that'll be a short pass. Probably to number 7. Nope, he'll do it the other way around. Fair enough. Good pickup. Good reception. Well done. That was really smart. So that was the SPP he needed to level up that Beastman. Good work by American Tracksuit Mafia. 1-0 at the half. 1 half to go. Tracksuit Mafia is now going to have their turn on offense. Full roster for Tracksuit Mafia. 11v11 now. We're going to see just what we saw in the previous drive. We'll see if Knee-High to Nuffle wants to change their defense at all. I suspect he might. Yes, going down to a 3-man defensive line once again. Oh, it looks like he might, in fact, go with the same formation. Leave it to Rouse is praying to Nuffle. He wants that sweltering heat. I want it too. Or snow. Snow would be good too. So a little bit of a different defensive formation here by Knee-High to Nuffle. Both teams have their full TRRs available yet again. 6-man offensive line. 5-man offensive line by Tracksuit Mafia. 2 back to receive, it looks like. Yes. They're pretty shallow on the reception here. If that ball's kicked deep, and I have to imagine it will be, and it works out. Neither team has a kicker, but if that deep kick works out, then Tracksuit Mafia is going to have to waste half a turn trying to grab that ball. Here's the kick. Leave it to Rouse. Wants snow. And yet again. Yeah, there's that deep kick. Bribes aplenty this game. So Tracksuit Mafia up to 2 bribes. Knee-High to Nuffle picked up 1. We'll see if Tracksuit Mafia does any sort of fouling here. I mean, why not? Very good kick by Clafius. 2-die block on the left defensive tackle is a push. He'll probably take all 3 of these blocks before he goes after this ball. He'll take all 3 of these blocks, set up his cage perhaps, but man, he's going to have to spend a TRR here. Gets a push out of it, and now he doesn't have a TRR. I think he wants to set up his potential cage. The problem here is that these Bull Centaurs are so fast, if you don't set up some sort of protection, even if you're not getting the ball this turn, these Bull Centaurs can run right behind you. He's going to take the block anyway. It works out. It's a chance chain push. Chain push doesn't matter terribly much. Gets a stun on the center defensive tackle. Takes the final 2-die block on the line. This will work out as well. Beautiful drop kick. I give that a 9 out of 10. Formerly Bro Kazimierz. He formerly an Olympic champion. He was in the gymnastics ribbon competition. Now playing professional Blood Bowl. Marks the Bull Centaur with the big guy, Bro Ivan, the Minotaur. Still has a blitz. Looks like he might try to blitz down the number 3 Kastorf blocker, Bashful. Yes, indeed. Here it is. 2-die block. That's not gonna work. He didn't take it against Bashful. He took it against the Bull Centaur, who is skilled, didn't have the TRR, and that will be a turnover. I have to imagine we'll see an assist come in for the block on the number 6 Beastman. Then we'll see the 2-die blitz on the Minotaur. But we'll see. Oh, he can't really get that assist. He can get the assist with GFIs. That's tough. That's actually kind of tough. You can do it with the Hobgoblin to a positive dodge, but the Hobgoblin doesn't have a dodge skill or anything. He's really risking a GFI on it. We'll see if he thinks it's worth it or not. Or not a GFI, a TRR on it. Actually, you know what? He doesn't need to do it. He doesn't need to do it because he has the block skill. He could take this 1-die block fairly safely. Yeah, you see he's setting up for this 2-die blitz on the Minotaur. Gets the block. Well done. Made it a 2-die block regardless. Also well done. And now I think we'll see... You might want to reposition first, but otherwise I think we're going to see a 2-die blitz on the Minotaur. Oh, the Minotaur is strength 5. He had to do it that way regardless. Only got a push. Decided not to make it a blitz. He's going to push the Minotaur away. He's going to keep his defensive formation intact. He is not going to try to threaten this ball. Moves the Hobgoblin over into the left wide zone. Marks the prone number 6 Beastman. 30 seconds to play. Blitz on the right side of the line. 2-die blitz on the number 4 Beastman. Gets a push. Doesn't follow up. Indeed not. Is he going to continue moving? He does. He just puts him right back where he was. The lone goblin in the right wide zone. Will he stay there? Maybe. Maybe. Ball's a little far away to have to protect the right wide zone. Yeah, he's going to pull him in 1 space to the left. 2 spaces to the left. Might be okay if you're against a strong passing opponent. Not that this Chaos team can't pass, but they really need a TRR to make it work, and they can't go for... They really shouldn't be going for long passes or long bombs. Turn 10 for Tracksuit Mafia now. Got to be careful of action order. TRRs are precious. TRRs change the odds of die rolls significantly. Stands up the Beastman, but he's marked by the Hobgoblin behind him. Is he going to try to blitz? Yeah, now you can see him going back after this ball. He's going to try to set up some protection on the ball. He's going to blitz the Hobgoblin with the Minotaur. He'll get a knockdown out of this. He'll push him toward the sideline. He's going to try to surf. Well done. by Tracksuit Mafia. That's the power of frenzies. When you have a frenzy player, you are not... What? 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 You want to know what we just missed? We missed a GFI with the Minotaur. I don't... What was that about? Did he want to try to... I don't know what that was about. Didn't spend the TRR on it. I think that's a good move, but now... Oh, boy. What was he trying to get happening there? Did he want the 2-die block to free up a Beastman? Is that what the plan was? Turn 10 for Knee-High to Nuffle. That's 2 turns now that Tracksuit Mafia has not picked up this ball. Knee-High to Nuffle's going to get a block and a blitz. And probably a foul. Takes the 1-die block, gets the pow on the number 6 Beastman. Now that Beastman's in danger of being surfed. Do you take the blitz on the number 4 Beastman now? You do. 2-die blitz on that Beastman. Gets the pal here. Well done. That's a Beastman with claws. He'll follow up to get that extra movement. And there he... Oh, he's not going anywhere. He's going to mark the Minotaur. Is he going to foul the Minotaur? Yeah, he is. 4 assists on the Minotaur so far. He can make it 5. That's what he's going to do. 5 assists for a foul on the Minotaur. Does he want to shift his players to the left first? Looks like he does. Fair enough. Foul coming with the Hobgoblin? Foul coming with the Bull Centaur? Oh, I don't know. Do you foul now? It's a GFI to foul. It's 2 GFIs to foul. Three GFIs with Boulder Dash. 2 seconds left. No. Oh, here's the foul. All right, here we go. Oh, he took it on a different player. All right, fair enough. Fouls the Beastman. Gets a KO out of it. Well done. So fouls give you a +1 on the armor roll. He still has another opportunity to do it next turn. There's really no rush other than being marked. But each assist on a foul gives you a +1 on the armor roll. It effectively reduces the armor value by 1. Number 3 Chaos Warrior moves forward to mark. Ball gets picked up. Second action of the turn. And now Tracksuit Mafia is going to try to start moving this ball down pitch. He does need to be careful. He's not as safe as he looks. Yeah, he's going to try to cage up here on the 14-yard line. Going with a full cage. I don't know if that was necessary. There's nobody on this back corner. There's nobody that can get there. But fair enough. Lots of daylight over in the right wide zone, but you can bet that Knee-High to Nuffle is going to start closing that gap. Knee-High to Nuffle already has 1 surf and 2 players out of position here on this offense. Under a minute to go now for Tracksuit Mafia. I don't know if they want to risk much else, honestly. Maybe take a dodge with the Beastman? Yeah, I think that's a good move. Just start playing some protection on this cage, on this ball carrier. Stand up, one die blitz. This'll work. He's gonna have to follow up, poor guy. Oh no, he doesn't have to follow up. He took the blitz. He can, I don't know where he's gonna go. He had to spend 3 MA to stand up, 1 to do the blitz. It gives him 2 MA left without a GFI. Ooh, what do you do? What do you do? Do you... you fail the dodge. I don't think he wants to spend the TRR on that. Yeah, that'll be the end of this turn. He gets stunned. An unfortunate stun, but you know what? Fair enough attempt. Oh man, knee high to Nuffle with a whole bunch of assists on this foul. They get a stun, they get called off, they're gonna spend a bribe. Only a 1 fails on this bribe, didn't roll a 1, so he'll stay alive, he'll stay on the pitch. He's got 1 bribe left for the game. Good stun. That Minotaur's out for another turn. Still has the blitz. He can get a 2-die blitz on the number 3 Chaos Warrior. I'm sorry, he's going to take a 2-die block. He'll get a push. Saving that blitz for someone on the cage, perhaps. Lots of targets to choose from. And the target is going to be the number 4 Beastman, Bro Alexander. 2-die blitz. We get a push. He won't follow up. He's going to move this Bull Centaur after this push. Where will the Bull Centaur end up? Right in front of the smack dab in front of the cage. Well done by Clypheus. He had Nuffle still with all 3 TRRs at their disposal. Again, you can only spend 1 per turn. Marks the number 2 Chaos Warrior. He'll pull in an assist just to make sure that's not a 2-die block coming back. Bull Centaur, number 2 Boulder Dash marks the number 3 Chaos Warrior. And there's that assist on the number 2 Chaos Warrior. Well done by Knee High. Turn 12, the Tracksuit Mafia. Man, where do you go? Where do you go? You can go to the left, you can go to the right. The right is wide open, but once you commit to that wide zone, all of this defense is going to collapse on you, and they're going to double up, and it's going to be really tough to try to push down this pitch. You can go left as well. It's a little bit tougher. Tougher? I don't know, man. I don't know what you do. If you go right, you risk not having these players to help you on your drive, and if you go left, it's just a stronger defensive position to go up against. Tracksuit Mafia at this point almost certainly playing for the draw. Under a minute to go. No action by Tracksuit Mafia. They are deciding to go to the right. Might reset this cage on the Chaos Warrior Bro Red October. Nope. He's not going to do that. Is he going to blitz with number 3? What's the plan? What's the plan? He doesn't have to blitz with number 3. What's the plan? Oh, man. So you can get another player on the back corner of the cage, which he has to do. I guess a 2-die blitz with number 3 is the play. Doesn't take a blitz. Wow. Deciding he wants to take the blitz with the Beastman instead. Fair enough. So I suppose he won't follow up here. Good block. Kastorf saved by his thick skull. Oh, had the GFI. Wow, wow, wow. Man, oh man, what a decision to make. He wanted to keep that the Chaos Warrior available to move around the pitch. Keeps him marking that Bull Centaur. That Bull Centaur is going to have a tough time getting a block back. An assist will have to come in. Final turn of the third quarter. Back to knee-high to Nuffle. Yeah, they're going to stand right back up, get a 2-die block on number 2. Only get a push out of it. Yeah, they'll push him into this little L here, and he'll get another 2-die block coming back at him. Another push. This time he pushes them away to free up 2 players, a Hobgoblin and a blocker. Everyone except the number 2 Bull Centaur are free on this pitch to do as they please. Blitz still on the table. Is he going to take it with the Bull Centaur? Yes. Got the assist with the Hobgoblin. Double Skulls will have to spend the TRR. Only gets a push out of it. Probably repositions the Bull Centaur. We'll see. He might want to leave him here for the assist. Nope. Gonna place him D. Moves him over into the right wide zone. Well done. Resets the screen on the right side of the pitch. Number 1 Bull Centaur almost certainly going to be sent to harass the cage. And that is exactly what he is going to do. He's going to mark the back right corner of the cage. This is what we're talking about with this defense collapsing down on this offense. This offense is just going to have to try to bust open a hole here. He can do it. He can go after the number 2 Bull Centaur. And it looks like that's exactly what he's going to do. Decided not to take the blitz with the Chaos Warrior. He wants to take it with a Claws player instead. Here it comes. 2-die blitz. This will work. Claws makes this AV7 8+ breaks armor. Doesn't get a casualty out of it. Does get a stun. Very good stun for Tracksuit Mafia. They don't have to worry about that key Bull Centaur for another turn. Is he going to move the Blitzer? I imagine he wants to, right? He either wants to go with a full cage in which he's trying to decide where he wants to move the Blitzer, or he'll go with a half cage. Half cage might not be bad here. Now he's going to go with a full cage. Fair enough. With that 1 Bull Centaur out, he just, knee-high to Nuffle doesn't really have the speed to go after it effectively. He'll get the final corner of this cage with the number 5 Beastman, Bro Nikolai. And then probably takes the 2-die block with the Chaos Warrior. and leaves this Beastman standing. Yeah, 2-die block. Gets a push. He won't follow up. Oh, he hasn't even stood up these players. He should have stood up players in the left wide zone. Get them back into this drive. It's easy to forget when players are down and the drive moves somewhere else on the pitch. You can see players left behind. Oh, he is going to dodge out. I don't know. Still leaves those down players in the left wide zone. Fourth quarter begins with knee-high to Nuffle. I would have been happy with this trade, honestly. Like, saving your player in this instance, I think, is less... I mean, he's about to level up, but you basically negate the Bull Centaur's speed by keeping him tied up. But now that Bull Centaur is gonna try to harass this cage some more. Even if that Bull Centaur wanted to move, he'd have to blitz, and that would eat up the blitz. Tracksuit Mafia has nobody with guard to help out over here in the right wide zone. It is going to be a slugfest. He's got 3 turns to try to score. All these slow dwarves are pulling back to get back into this drive. Tracksuit Mafia is going to have 1 turn to keep them at bay. Under a minute to play in turn 13. Here comes the blitz. 2-die blitz. Good block. Gets a stun on Brostas. Blasphemy still has movement. Is he going to mark a player? I don't know. I don't see why not. But maybe he doesn't want to. Maybe he wants to see what options he can have for movement on next turn. Decides to go ahead and mark the number 3 Chaos Warrior, Bro Red October. And that'll be it. Turn 14, Tracksuit Mafia. He's got to stand up these players in this left wide zone. He's got to get them back into this game. The Minotaur is going to have a 50-50 chance to fail Wild Animal. That is all the more reason to get him moving. Yeah, got that Bull Centaur moving. Marks the number 9 Chaos Dwarf blocker. I don't know if I like that mark. I would... This is the threat over here. But he's decided number 9's not going anywhere. Alright, he's got a 2-die block on the number 3 Chaos Dwarf blocker, Bashful, and then he's got to figure out what to do with this blitz. It might just have to be a 1-die blitz against a skilled player. Ugh. And if that's the case... Yeah, I might not take this block first. Oh, he's got horns. He's got horns. The man's got horns. 2-die block. He's going to get a push. That's all he needs to open the hole. Still can't score. He's 1 space away from scoring. He's not going to follow up, I have to imagine. And then he's going to try to set up the half cage. Here on the right sideline. Oh, but that's a risky cage to set up, man. He's going to need to get some assists in here. If he had got these players into the game sooner, he could have conceivably moved the ball back out to center pitch. All right, he's going to take 1 mark on the back corner of this loose half cage. Going to make it a tight half cage. He's going to end up on the 20-yard line. Well done by Tracksuit Mafia. Yeah, he needs to... Yeah, well done. He needs to protect the back corner of this. Otherwise, he would almost certainly be eating a dodge on his next turn. On his next turn 15. 2-die block. Finally takes that 2-die block. This is good action order by Merrick here on this turn. Really well done. Did the stand-ups first. They were safe. This was relatively safe as a 2-die block, but he said, you know what? I need my TRR. I need this blitz to work. Then he moved his cage into position. Then he moved his ball carrier. Then he took that 2-die block with the Chaos Warrior. Really well done by Merrick. He's going to take the 1-die block against the Bull Centaur. This works out. Remember, this Bull Centaur has a damaged back. It's going to be a +1 on the injury roll if the armor breaks. Armor did not break. Knee-high to Nuffle has one turn to try to do something. Two-die block against the number 5 Beastman. Follows up with the Hobgoblin. Gets a mark on the ball carrier. Gets a stun. Well done. He's opened up a slot here. He's going to try to free up the Hobgoblin, I think. No, he's going to take the block with the Hobgoblin. Fair enough. Oh, he doesn't need to free up the Hobgoblin. The number 6 caster blocker can get into position. That's fine. Still has a blitz. I have been hacked. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. I hope you love Blood Bowl. I love this game. Gets the push on the blitz. He's going to spend the TRR. Gets the knockdown due to the block skill. Well done. Now, he's got a GFI, right? Yeah. Yeah, so that's what we were talking about. He needed to get the player into position here. That's going to make this 2 dodges instead of 1. Really smart play. Really good play by Clyphus. That's why this is the top table game of the week. First place versus third. Pulls in the assist on the number 2 Chaos Warrior. Stands up the number 2 Bull Centaur Boulder Dash. 2-die block on the number 2 1-die block on the Chaos Warrior. That's because the Chaos Warrior is a strength of 4. The Chaos Dwarf blocker has a strength of 3, plus the 1 for the assist makes that a 1-die block. And that's it. Turn 15 for Tracksuit Mafia. I'm not sure if there's much they can do. Let's see. What can they do? They can take a 1-die block on a Hobgoblin? I think you just save the TRRs and you just go for it, right? I mean, I think that's the play. Yeah, stands up the Beastman first, just in case. Maybe a blitz to move. Yeah, it takes a 2-die blitz. He won't follow up, and now it's just going to be 1 dodge. 1 dodge to a touchdown. Failed the dodge. He has the TRR, though. Spends the TRR. Got it. 1-1 is the score. Well done by Tracksuit Mafia. There's that failed dodge. Spends the TRR. Gets the TD. Well done. Tracksuit Mafia gets back their KO'd players, so I think they're back to 11 on the pitch. 11 v 11. And now, Knee-high to Nuffle's going to have 2 turns to score. They have Bull Centaurs. They can do it. Tracksuit Mafia needs to be careful with their defense here. They can't get too thin on the screen. I think they probably want to pull back a little bit and give the Bull Centaurs some room to commit to a wide zone or commit to a position on the pitch, and then they can collapse on him and prevent him from scoring. Tracksuit Mafia going too deep. Going with the Wood Elf defense here. Leave it to Rouse. Praying to Nuffle. He wants that snow. Man, I don't know. I'd even pull these back a little bit further. I would give him some breathing room to move, just not to score. And then you can pounce on that Bull Centaur. Because man, if he gets a riot, you're in real trouble. He can score as it is, but a riot would make it even worse. 1 TRR apiece for both teams. And this is where Tracksuit Mafia decides to make their stand right at the line. Pulls Hobgoblins back to receive. He can't waste a turn on a Bull Centaur failing a pickup. 5-man offensive line by Knee-High to Nuffle. Make that a 7-man offensive line by Knee-High to Nuffle. Strong on the left. 2 Hobgoblins back to receive. They have a Bull Centaur in the halfback position. Here's the kick. What'll it be? Cheering fans. Knee-High to Nuffle gets an extra TRR. They are more than happy with that. And the touchback, they are happy with this too. It is going into the hands of a Bull Centaur for sure. 2 turns to win this game. Let's go. He's going to block down this line. He's going to save the blitz for the number 2 Bull Centaur. With the blitz with the Bull Centaur. It doesn't necessarily have to be with the Bull Centaur, but if he takes the blitz with the Bull Centaur, he can get to the 16-yard line. Otherwise, he can get to the 18-yard line. Yeah, this is why I don't like the defense being so aggressive here. Oh, not taking the blitz. Double skulls. He has to spend the TRR. Oh no. Gets a push. He has to end this turn in scoring position. So he's not going to take the blitz with the Bull Centaur. He's going to try to take all 3 blocks on the line with Dwarves. There's 1. He doesn't have the TRR left. You are knee-high to Nuffle. We'll see how much you've been praying. One minute to go. Moves the Hobgoblin forward. Teeny Esperanto prays to Nuffle. Hobgoblins, free movements. They move forward. Leave it to Rouse, praying to Nuffle. Let's go. 2-die block on the line coming up. Uphill block on the Minotaur. Double pals. It works out. Oh my goodness. That is what praying to Nuffle gets you. I have been hacked, says holy shit. That is right. And gets a stun out of it. 2-die block on the number 12, on the number 2 Chaos Warrior. He's going to get the push. That's all he needs. Wow! Is he going to GFI with the Bull Centaur? He does have sure feet. Gonna move some players into defensive position here. 20 seconds to go. Teeny Esperanto lowered the GFI failure rate from the standard 900% down to a measly 99%. Here he goes. Is he gonna GFI? He doesn't have a TRR. Oh no! GFI failed with sure feet on a Snake Eyes. Oh no! Nuffle giveth and Nuffle taketh away. Here's that uphill block again. Uphill block double pals. Wow. Hyphen Hack says, can't make this drum up. No, you cannot. 2 marks on that ball now. I think that's it. Yeah, he's not going to have he's down. He's not going to have an opportunity to score here. This is going to be a draw game. Man, oh man. I tell you, when you look in the rulebook and you see GFIs fail 900% of the time, you go, well, you know what? I can probably make it. 900%? That's not 1,000%. I can make it. But no, man. 900%. Every time you roll a GFI, you fail 9 of them. 2-9 block on the left side of the line, you're going to get a push. Just looking for some hits, looking for some injuries. These teams will more than likely see each other again in the top 4 cut. Yeah, gets a KO. He's looking for more at this point, but that's all right. Leave it to Rouse says those Bull Centaurs are trouble. Here comes the foul. Foul on the Bull Centaur. Why not? How dare you try to score? Only gets a stun out of it. I think that's the first foul that Tracksuit Mafia has taken all game. 2-die blitz with horns. This will not work out. He'll only get a push. And that'll be it for Tracksuit Mafia. Final turn of the game, knee-high to Nuffle. Time to take some hits and call it an evening. The best you can do is try to injure a player for the playoffs. Not just for the playoffs, but for the rest of the season. Good hit by the Bull Centaur. Doesn't get much out of it. Maybe pick up some SVP in the process. Gets a pal on the number 4 Chaos Dwarf blocker. Still has a blitz, still has a foul. I think you blitz number 10 and then you go foul number 3. One minute to play in the game. Knee-high to Nuffle. Figuring out what he wants to do on this final turn. Looks like he's going to set up for the blitz on number 10 after all. Yes, indeed. Two-die block. Gets a push. That's fine. That's fine. No, it's not fine. He wants to spend the TRR and get the POW. Well done. Gets a stun. He was looking for more. He can get one more assist here on the foul. This will be 4 assists to foul the number 3 Chaos Warrior, Bro Red October. Here it comes. Only gets a stun. That'll be it, unless he wants to do some wacky stuff. With can he do anything with the Hobgoblin? No. So that'll be it. The game will end in a draw, 1-1. Knee high to Nuffle will remain undefeated going into the top 4 cut of the Chaos Cup. Well done by both teams tonight. 19 armor breaks for Knee High to Nuffle. 8 armor breaks for Tracksuit Mafia. You don't see this too often. The Chaos team did not get their Chaos Murder Ball going tonight. Ball possession pretty fairly even by both teams. 52 blocks by Knee High to Nuffle. 40 for Tracksuit Mafia. 9 SPP for Tracksuit Mafia. Just 8. A measly 8 for Knee High to Nuffle. Not a terribly big get here in this game. The game will end in a draw. We'll look at the standings real quick, and then we'll look at the schedule. Knee High to Nuffle already secure in first place to make the top 4 cut. They'll go up to 11 points. Tracksuit Mafia with 10 points. They will also be advancing to the top 4. They will make the cut as well. Man, what a game. It was such a fantastic game. Really well played by both teams. I am disappointed that Merrick did not foul in the first half. How dare you, sir? You were given a bribe, and it is common courtesy in Blood Bowl to give a courtesy foul to your opponent, just to show them that you appreciate them being there. I am offended, sir. All right, we'll take a look at the at the schedule before we go. Why is the transition cutting off? That's weird. The next game will be tomorrow. That'll be Friday, February 11th at 9:00 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That will be Irish Wristwatch at a Minor Matter. A Minor Matter eliminated. They will not be able to make the top 4 cut, but Irish Wristwatch certainly can. And the only way they will is with a win. A win doesn't guarantee them a spot, but if they don't win, they will be eliminated. That'll be tomorrow night at 9:00 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The pregame will start at 8:50, and the stream will go live at 8:35. 4 games left in Week 5. If schedules change, you'll be able to check them out here on Twitch, also on Twitter, and on Facebook. And somewhere there's a button for this. Hey, look at that, I found the button. And you can check out those accounts right there on your screen. If you want to join us and talk shop in Discord, you can type !Discord and get a link to that as well. Play Blood Bowl. It's a fantastic game. I hope you had fun tonight. I had a blast. You can play Blood Bowl in tabletop form at your friendly local game store, or you can pick up Blood Bowl 2 right here and play online. SPP replay GG's. GG's indeed. Well done. But that'll do it for tonight. I hope you guys have a great evening, and we'll see you back here tomorrow night for Game 2 in the final week of Swiss here in the Chaos Cup. Have a great night, everybody.